me and we're going to make a little art journal. Turn it over. I'm using Posca, but you can use a pencil. Poscas won't run when you start to add paint, but you might want yours to run. Scrape paint, or you can use a brush if you like. Picking up layers really. I think I'd stick with the gold this time. Yeah, I've got 4 pieces and I'm going to stencil each side of these. So they've got some marks, some scraped paint, and now I'm going to stencil. You can use a big stencil if you've got one. Look at that, sort of like a nice murky green. I like that, murky turquoisey. Oh, more green. I'm going to rip, that's a ripped edge there. I'm going to rip all the way around, just taking a little bit off. So we get a ripped edge. You can use these bits, we'll use those for something. You want to take one of your pieces and fold it in half long ways, like that, and rip down like that. Lovely. Oh, let's do the other one while we're at it. Yes. Now, one of the pieces you'll want to, this is just for one of the pieces, you rip it all up. You've just made it nice, and now you're going to rip it all up. This is fun. And then take all those bits and just stick them on again. No right or wrong. Basically, we're making pages. We're making paper. Paper from paper. Oh, look, I'm folding over the edges there. Oh, look, that's a lovely bit. Lovely shape that came there. Just pop that on there. So now you have 3 pages from our gentle journaling session, and I'm going to fold mine like this. We might have to flatten them down with in between a book or something. And fold mine like this. Now, what we need to do is you can staple it, put elastic round, or if you've got a needle and thread, all I'm going to do is nothing magic. I'm just going to put some stitches in it. You can do a pamphlet stitch if you want to, but I'm just going to go in and out really, like a slow stitch, stitch for your journal. Just any stitch goes, just to hold it together really. Just up and down, and then I'll just tie it off. It won't come undone. We can always put some washi tape on it or re-sew it if it does. Got some lovely yarn here. I'm going to add some texture to the edges. Now, if you haven't got any wool or you don't like to sew, you can add texture in different ways. I think the great thing about this type of art journaling is that there's no right or wrong. And then I'm just going to simply go in like that, and then over, in, and then over. I'm just tying it off somehow, just in and out, and I'll leave another end. So it's quite organic, I think. And yes, you guessed it. I'm going to cut out a wonky heart. Very gently enjoy these fabrics and the feel of them in my hands, and stick them down on my heart there, and scrape a little white paint on this, where I scrape the paint, the edges of the paper is showing up beautifully. It's gone over slightly, but then it's really sucked into those raw edges. Just a little smattering of gold paint on the heart. A little bit of gold paint for healing, maybe. Maybe go round the edge too. Yeah. What would this pink border look like? Let's try it. We can try, can't we? The edge. Let's have a look. What do you think? Oh, too much? I think I'll give it a go. Let's stick that on. I'm going to have a sip of this tea, actually. It's blending into the background. Would you knock this back even more? What are you thinking? Bringing some pink around the edge, maybe? Where the creases are. Let's just put some of this on. Just look, just where these little creases of white are. Yeah. And then I'm just going to, these are water-soluble pens, waxy pens, and I'm just going to rub that. You can do it with water, or you can rub it with your finger or a sponge, and it just blends in. It's like a mock gelato. Is that what you call it? This is fun, actually. You see, now I don't mind getting my hands dirty, but we're all different, aren't we? Now, has that added just that little bit of grungy pinky to it? Bring it into the... Can you see that needs sticking down a bit better? Bring it into the background, yeah. This has been relaxing, hasn't it? There we are. Already, I'll do some more of the pages with different hearts. Thanks, Colin. And then I'd be able to send that in the post on its journey.